Hello, good day to everyone. Today I want to introduce about KRCT online chapters. In that, I may introduce the newer open elective subject as design of experiment. The subject code is 20ME8803, which is the online course. For your knowledge enrichment, I can offer this course through online mode also. So, before discussing the content with the design of experiments, what is meant by design of experiments? Design of experiments is also called as DOE, abbreviated by DOE, is defined as a branch of applied statistics that deals with how do we plan the experiment, how do we conduct the experiment on the experimental setup, and how do we analyze the experimental data that collected from the measuring instruments, and how do we interpret the experimental results. These are all the things we can identify through this subject, which is called as design of experiments, which is not only academic. These concepts we may utilize in industrial aspect also. So this subject has some importance in our future career development also. So the lesson one, I want to discuss with you through this lesson one. What is the learning objectives? What are all the learning outcomes are available? Yes, the learning objectives with this subject is initially during this lesson we will introduce about data science in industries. How do they perform the data with their measurement devices? We can discuss with the data science in industries topic. After that, factorial design for conducting the experiments. Factors involved to make the component, make the product, or make the program, anything. This is the multidisciplinary subject. So the factorial design we can utilize for conducting the experiments with the different machines. It may be a computer machine, it may be a mechanical machine, it may be a civil machine or electrical components. We can use this factorial design for conducting the experiments. Then calculate the experimental data with the ANOVA table. What you are studied in your statistical and numerical methods, there is ANOVA table available. The same concept we follow here also. And then data normalization for reducing the data variation errors. We can read this thing also. After that, what is linear regression model? How can we build the regression models with the design of experiment? Yes, we can discuss not only linear regression model, multiple linear regression model also we can discuss with this subject. After that, how do we perform the design of experiment concepts through softwares, because we can't solve all the problem manually. So we should aware about some softwares. How do we perform the statistical analysis through software? So design expert software helpful to make the decisions in design of experiment concepts for industrial software problems or academic problems. Then, what is the outcome? Yes, learning outcomes with these subjects are appreciate the advantage and the disadvantage of a design for a particular experiment, and describe how the analysis of the data from the experiment should be carried out. This is also important. After that, understand the potential practical problems in its implementation. How understanding of problem is also important. So this subject helpful to identify the problem and how do we solve the problems and how do we understand the problem. Likewise, it may give the details, and based on the understanding we can construct the optimal or good design for a range of practical applications. Even industrial software, there are a lot of problems available. We can solve that problem through this method. So from this, we can get the optimal solution for the industrial problems and academic problems also. So the class schedule, we can complete this course within 15 days, or it may take 15 days means the yield time, the useful time. Other time we can discuss the queries, we can discuss, and we can solve the problems as a quiz or otherwise as a um, manual method. Manual method means notebook solve. You can submit the same it into me. From that, I can evaluate the thing and I give you a marks. Likewise, I can frame the schedules. In the schedule, first class, we can start with the mathematical modeling. What are all the basic concepts available with the mathematical modeling? But in industries, how they build the mathematical modeling. Then linear programming. Linear programming is the one of the important problems framing method in our industry, so that we should aware about linear programming. Not only with the linear programming, through the dimensional analysis, we can frame the mathematical model, which are Rayleigh's method and Buckingham by theorem. Then we can start the design of experiment concept, how the data is to be collected from the industry, and what are all the measuring instruments where they are utilized, and how do they frame the experiments for collecting the data to infer the machines, and how do they calculate the experimental data with ANOVA table, and there are a lot of data variations are available. How do we normalize the data and execute the data for making the decisions? From that normalized data, how do we frame the linear regression model and the multiple linear regression model? Likewise, we can discuss with the design of experiment concept. Finally, we may go with the design of experiment concepts through design expert software. These are all the contents we can discuss with this subject, which is helpful for your academic, and also can you can extend your project work as a research work or your master degree. Also, you can utilize this concept. So, I believe this subject is useful for your career development. So, what is the scope of this subject? Yes, you may become operational analyst and research analyst, business analyst, after that operations research analyst and project manager, data analyst in industries, and a consultant for industries, and a system analyst, project analyst, and quality assurance analyst. These are all the job vacancies are available for engineers in design of experiment field. Now you may aware about brief introduction of design of experiment concept. In detailed manner, we can discuss our regular class. I believe this subject is helpful for your career development, and also we can interact the subject in online mode, so we can easily get huge knowledge with this subject. Thank you all.